She has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that Caitlin Clark has been bulking up. Like, that she's bulked up as a player and that she's no longer, like, skinny and...
Caitlin Clark has made an immediate impact on the WNBA, and the excitement goes far beyond her elite shooting ability. She's been putting in serious work in the gym, reshaping her body to be stronger, faster, and more powerful than ever. At the same time, past remarks from Geno Auriemma questioning whether she could handle the league's physical demands now seem misguided. Clark looks fully prepared to take over and compete at the highest level.
And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. You know, Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement.
So how did Caitlin Clark achieve this transformation? And what does it mean for the league? Let's take a closer look at her rise from facing skepticism to becoming a dominant, unstoppable presence, and why defenders across the WNBA are now increasingly nervous about matching up with her on the court.
All right, guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're going to show you what we do.
Get the butt down.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed.
Wait, just before it.
Oh, she is strong. All right, guys, that's our lift. We are strong. Okay, we're actually strong.
Looking back at Clark's rookie season, she was clearly outstanding, but it wasn't without obstacles. Opposing defenders immediately recognized the league's newest star and made it their mission to challenge her relentlessly. She faced constant physical play, being shoved, tripped, elbowed, and body-checked whenever possible. Players such as Dejonai Carrington, Kennedy Carter, and Angel Reese targeted her with intense contact, seemingly hoping that non-stop physical pressure would rattle her confidence and slow her rise.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
The goal was clear: make Clark's first season as punishing as possible. Many believed she was too thin and too new to withstand the WNBA's tough, physical style of play, expecting it to eventually break her down. For a brief time, some analysts even questioned whether she could manage the leap from college to the pros, suggesting she might follow the path of other standout players who struggled at the next level. But here's the reality: Caitlin Clark is anything but ordinary. She's simply built different.
Gotta ask you a basketball question. Yeah. I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. Mm-hmm. What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room. So that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me. And I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Clark didn't just endure the physical punishment. She studied it. She learned how defenders tried to disrupt her rhythm, and rather than backing down, she responded the way elite players always do, by evolving. This offseason, she went beyond routine training and committed to a complete transformation, dedicating herself to serious strength work in the weight room. The era of pushing her around is finished. Defenders can no longer expect a simple shove to throw her off. Those methods no longer work.
Like, every time you're seeing Caitlin Clark out, it's like, okay, she's not as skinny as she was. And this is someone who, like, that's something that she really needs to, that's something she really needs to.
Now, Clark is built like a powerhouse. Her coach, Stephanie White, has emphasized just how dramatic the transformation has been. She's stronger, quicker, tougher, and more durable than ever before. And if she was already putting up 30-point performances while constantly getting knocked to the floor, it's worth considering how dangerous she'll be now with her added strength and resilience. With this new physical edge, her level of play is poised to reach entirely new heights.
is like, one, is Caitlin Clark stronger, or do you expect her to get stronger? And two, like, what's realistic, like, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league where, you know, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. And again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, she figured that out, right away. Like, I need to get stronger. I can't get knocked around as much.
Her arms now look powerful enough to brush defenders aside with ease, and her core strength is rock solid. Clark didn't simply add muscle. She evolved into a more dominant, intimidating version of herself. The WNBA is in for a rude awakening because she's no longer just a star. She's a true force on the court.
Not that she was like too weak to be in the W, but like she was too weak to be like an imposing presence in the W like she was in college, because she could be physically dominated. And then obviously we have seen throughout the offseason, we have seen like some of the...
For months, opponents tried everything to make life miserable for Clark, fouling her, knocking her to the floor, and even talking trash as if they could truly slow her down. Yet despite all the punishment, she continued to fill up the scoreboard. Now, those same defenders are about to face a version of Caitlin Clark who is stronger, faster, sharper, and more locked in than ever. A genuine powerhouse. Underestimating her is no longer an option. Clark recently shared her daily off-season workout, and it makes one thing clear. This is exactly why the WNBA should be concerned. Geno Auriemma once questioned whether she could handle the league's physicality, so now the question flips back to him. What's the excuse now? Clark has reshaped herself into a dominant force, and the league is about to feel the full impact. She's ready to show she can overpower and outplay anyone who stands in her way.
Clark just dropped her daily off-season workout, and it's absolute.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
Caitlin Clark has transformed the landscape of the WNBA. Last season, defenders thought they could bully or intimidate her, but now she's the one initiating contact. Instead of being pushed around, she's carving out space and imposing her will on the court. She's no longer just a threat from the perimeter. She's attacking the lane with confidence, overpowering defenders, and commanding respect everywhere she goes. Most impressive of all, opponents still haven't figured out how to stop her new level of dominance and all-around versatility.
Geno, baby, if Caitlin Clark is on the team, it becomes the right team. Because Caitlin Clark is on it. It's like saying Michael Jordan's not on the right team. It's the right team if Michael Jordan is on the roster.
Clark was already one of the WNBA's most dangerous offensive weapons, but she has now added a powerful post-up game to her arsenal. Imagine her backing down a defender, using her newfound strength to dominate near the basket, scoring at will, or kicking out to an open teammate. This isn't just a tactical adjustment. It's a full-blown nightmare for opposing teams. With her expanded skill set, there's virtually no way to contain her, leaving defenders scrambling to find any solution against her relentless assault.
Somebody said the league is not ready for Caitlin. 3.0 MVP is hers. Yes, go. Fever admin, I love you. Caitlin put some weight on, bro. She definitely got in the weight room. And like, I don't think Caitlin put weight on. I think Caitlin put a lot of muscle on. I think that's what the biggest difference is that we're seeing out of Caitlin. You know, going into this upcoming season, I think Caitlin put a bunch of muscle on, and it shows. It shows within her, her body frame. It shows that her arms is bigger and her thighs is way wider. She definitely put some muscle.
Caitlin Clark isn't just returning for another season. She's back as a transformed powerhouse. Stronger, faster, and more skilled, she's expanded her offensive game with post moves, improved driving and finishing through contact, while also enhancing her playmaking and court vision. Defenders who thought they had her figured out are now scrambling, as Clark can dominate from anywhere on the court. Already a scoring and passing phenom, she's adding strength, versatility, and defensive ability, making her nearly unstoppable. At only her second season, she's on track for historic performances and could redefine what it means to be a generational WNBA talent.